Hey, good morning. This is Niladri. We'll talk about the templates for maturity assessment as a team level. As you can see in the screen, this is the final dashboard that you will able to see. This is not a tutorial. This is just an understanding of the templates that you have. If you have purchased the template from our website, this is how you will operate it. So this is the dashboard screen. You will able to see these four different areas of the maturity. I'll just zoom in a bit so that you can see how exactly those sections are. Each those sections are categorized into this point like not doing, initiated, you are going towards participations, you are actually practicing, you are going towards proficient, you are now proficient. Then we have dynamic, towards dynamics, and dynamic. All those you can categorize based on the scrum roles, events and artifacts, planning and management. Then you have engineering practices and quality. We'll show you how this data will be captured so that your dashboards can come up. And you also have a radar chart of these four quadrants where we actually talked about how is your scrum roles, how is your quality going on, planning or engineering practices, where you need to improve. And this particular templates is not come from one time of data feeding. You will be doing this assessment multiple times, and we have an options for capturing 10 rounds of that. Maybe you are doing it something on month of January, then you are doing month of February, then you are doing month of April, and based on that it will show you how the trend is coming up on those all four quadrants. So these are all the four quadrants you have: scrum roles, planning, and how exactly the trend is coming up, how the team is maturing. I'll quickly jump into the instructions and definitions, and then we'll show you how exactly you can fill up the data. So over here we have these definitions, the stages like maturity levels. We starting with crawling, standing, walking, run, and fly. The value in other way we can talk about: crawl means we are not doing that practices. Stand means sometimes we are doing that practices. Walking means we are most often doing that. Run is very often, and fly is we always do that. And we have some descriptions over here. You can quickly look into that. Some assessment areas in order to priority, some of your ideas that you can go for. These are the guidelines. The video tutorial links will be come up over here once this recording is done. And if you want any kind of support, customizations on that, you will be able to call on this number or email on this number. Few FAQs also mentioned over here. And this is some maturity scales. Are not supposed to make any changes over here. These are all the scales that we have. This is the team name. You can change the team name for your team. As of now, I have entered Agile Digest. I'll look in, there are four tabs you can see at the bottom for all those four quadrants, how to capture that. First, I'll go into Scrum roles. In the Scrum roles, we have multiple different criteria. One area you can see in the process area. Then we have Scrum roles, artifacts, and events. Now we came into this Scrum roles tab and we have all those criteria. I'll just zoom in so that we can read it better. We have all those options that you have preloaded. You can change based on your need, and this is all the criteria. For an example, the first criteria: PO has a product backlog. If you have, every time you will be adding it where exactly you are. PO understand the purpose of backlog items. And whenever you are doing, these are the different rounds of assessment. So maybe at January 5 you are doing this one, and February you are doing these rounds, and you will be capturing this is somehow you are doing a survey or talking with the team and capturing this information, and it will summarize at the bottom on the end of that date what exactly your current score based on January, based on February, and what their maturity state is. The latest date, it will automatically detect which one was the last date that you have captured. So as of now, 4th of April is the last date. So your current state will be come up as proficient based on your last maturity assessment. So for an example, if I add something over here, for an example, I do something fly here. It's for this one. Let's assume this is 06 June 2021, and I am saying it as fly. So the moment I'll start doing the maturity assessment, it will be startup showing at 06 June, and this is how you're trained of your maturity assessment. This is, we are just talking about the Scrum roles. And in the same way, if I just remove these that at this point of time we don't have anything, I'll just change this date to blank. Now it will be taking 4th of April, right? So this one is blank, then it will be taking as that date. And I'll just quickly show you how exactly you will be doing the same activity for this area. This is your planning and management. You will be doing engineering practices, how your engineering practices is. At any point of time, if you want to remove something, just select the row from the center and then delete. So to delete it, you must need to unprotect. This is not a password protected, just for your safety we have protected it. You just click on unprotect and then you will click on delete that. Now once you have deleted it, anytime any changes you want to make which is in protected, you can unprotect it and do that. If you want to add a new row, the good idea is select the whole row, then you can copy it and insert your copied cells. Now this is another rows that we have inserted, and if you see, the values is actually changed from the inserted rows as well. If I change it to scroll, the score changes, right? So it will automatically take the effect if you just copy and paste it. I'll just quickly remove that to keep it better. And once you reach to the quality, you'll able to see how good you are progressing towards your quality. And finally, you have your dashboards. This is you will come up at the end and see where you can progress. This is this team that you are doing for. And the same way, you can actually have multiple teams working for the same maturity assessment and see how they are maturing up. This is a quick start for the maturity assessment at a team level. We will be having another metrics or another template for the business maturity. We'll talk up about that soon. I believe this helps you understand how to operate this template. If you have any question, feel free to call me back or at least drop an email at the support at the rest agiledigest.com, which is mentioned over here. And also any kind of customization also you need, you can call us back. I believe this helps you understand how you will operate it. You can start enjoying this template and we'll come up with some other template video. Till that time, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.